Okay, okay.
All righty, the recording has started. Welcome, class. We have another episode of our guest speaker series for our COMG 1391 course. We have a real treat for everyone today. Our special guest speaker is from our Career Development Center here at Del Mar College. Miss Madi, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. My name is Mari Berial. I'm the career counselor assigned to the Windward campus. I am found in the HS3 building in room 206.
Awesome. We are so happy to have you here today. Today's topic is going to correlate with this week's assignment. We are having students go over the career assessment tools that you have on your website. So we are directing students to take the career coach assessment as well as a personality quiz. But I'd love for you to walk students through the amazing resources that your department has to offer for our students. So without further ado, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, thank you. So yes, so today I'd like to discuss to you, we do often get a lot of students that are interested in what type of career tools, and so how can we help them find their right career path? Are they making the right decisions? So what we do here at Career Development is we help students with things like how to find that path, what programs are, fall within that umbrella. You know what I mean? If you're interested in a specific one, a specific program, how can we help you get there, right? Like specific degree, how can we help you get there? So we actually on our website, if you go to Del Mar College offices career development, you can look up these kinds of tools. So they normally will come in and they'll make an appointment with us, and so what we do with the student is we kind of conduct an assessment. They'll come in for like career exploration, career, counseling. What do I want to do? Okay, well, what were you good at? You know what I mean? What did you thrive? What are you interested in? Well, I don't know. I don't know. So what we do is we have this career tool assessment that we provide our students. So here, basically, you can go to click right here on the side of the panel. You'll see right here, it says career tools and assessments. Click right here, and it'll take you to what we call Career Coach. Career Coach is a great tool, right? So basically, it like I tell everyone, you want to, it's kind of a great resource in the sense of you can explore your careers. It helps you find the right college that you're interested, college program that you're interested in, and of course, how to build a resume, and it's all in one place, and it's free, right? So it's a great tool. You can discover careers based on your interests, of course, learn about salaries and job demands, find the right college courses, build your resumes, and apply for jobs. So it's a pretty interesting tool. So if you go right here, so let's match my interest. So let's do a real quick one, okay? So you'll click right there, and you can have 6 questions or 60 questions. It's a really quick assessment. So basically, let's do a quick one. Let's do 6 questions. It'll ask you things like, okay, don't worry about if you have enough education or training to do the work, how much money you would want to make during the work. How much money do you want to make during the work? So those things that you don't want to consider, you want to answer real clear. So in this case, let's just, would I like to work with my hands, right? Work and play outside, use physical athletic abilities. Sure, why not? It'll ask you, you would like to observe, learn, analyze, evaluate, or solve problems, question and explore physical, biological, or cultural happenings. Not so much. Okay, would you like to express yourself, creativity? And so we're just going to be answering, okay? So we'll finish, and here we go, disagree, and then it'll kind of give us an assessment and what we're interested in. It gives you your top 3 traits, right? So in this case, it categorized me in realistic, artistic, and social. And you can actually download your results, right? But it gave me kind of discover my matches. What am I interested in? You know. So in this case, education, ironically, and training. There you go. So so 100% match. So, okay, let's see what types of jobs are there, right? So it kind of gives you an overview, right? The type of education, your earning potentials. It's a really good resource. And then, of course, all the different programs, like where you leaning to. So in this case, am I leaning in the art, drama, and music teachers, um, architectural teachers, post-secondary teachers, areas of area ethnic and cultural studies teachers. So it kind of gives you a lot, you know what I mean? Kind of like you can actually go through. So, it's kind of like a pretty good resource. And then, of course, I always tell everybody, you're never, just remember, once you've done this, right, and you decide that there's a specific program that you're interested in, it doesn't necessarily, you're going to be there forever, right? So, just remember that. So it's not like a forever, ever. Sometimes people change their minds. You'd be surprised how many students, change their minds. But in this case, I want to look up agricultural science. That's what I'm interested, right? So here it gives you an overview, right? So median salary, 74,866. These are 185 annual job openings, right? So it gives you kind of an about, right? What kind of tasks you want to know, what do they do? National education attainment level. So it kind of like it breaks it down for you, right? Here's somebody with an associate's degree, bachelor's degree, master's degree, doctoral, right? This is the type of skills that their employers are looking for in that field, right? So it'll tell you right there, kind of breaks it down even further for you, right? Type of soft skills and those hard skills that those employers are looking for. And what's cool about this is that you can actually print it out, right? And tells you kind of like even down, breaks it down to the region, right? So it's actually pretty interesting. What type of wages, you know what I mean? It breaks it down. Somebody with this New York new workers generally start around the 24,957,000 normal pay, and then kind of just breaks it down, right? And then post-secondary, 74,000, you know what I mean? So it kind of gives you an overview. So you're actually being able to project long-term. Is this something that I'm interested in, right? Then, of course, employment opportunities, right? How, in 2021, there was 1,671. Look at that, how it has grown, especially that it's geared to grow and increase a lot by according to the projected data, right? Pretty high, and by 2033. So it shows on their monthly job posting. So it kind of gives you an overview, right? And then, of course, top employers. So it gives you actually where you can go and look for a job, because often people get a credential, they don't know where to go, right? So we don't want that to happen to you. So yeah, so it's pretty nifty, like I said. And then here on this live job postings, well, in this case, not in Corpus, right? But in an area. So say I wanted to move to a more rural area where we might find, so like California, right? So I can actually look for that, right? So I can always change the region that I'm looking for. Instead of Texas, maybe I want to go to California, right? So let's put here. Let's see what's in San Antonio. I'm just curious. Okay, there you go. So there you go. There's an actual teacher's position live job posting. So they actually post jobs here, so you can apply literally. If you click the button and you can upload your resume. If you don't have a resume, it actually helps you, sign up for a resume. Okay. Let's go
That's
back here.
awesome. That's awesome that it shows it to you live and it gives you exactly what kind of postings that are out there. So that's a great tool for our students to utilize.
Yes, ma'am. So if I want to build a resume, which is pretty cool, I have to log in, right? So let's log in. So I kind of did it ahead of time. So there you go. You can type in, and here's my resume, and then you can build your resume, right? And then kind of build all your information, all your skills, all your professional skills, and all that jazz, right? Which is pretty cool. You know what I mean? It helps you build it, and then once you're ready and you've answered all the questions, you can always come to one of us, and we can actually review it and make sure that your resume is on point, right? Because I always tell everyone, your resume is a reflection of you. They meet you first through your resume. So resume is really important, but you can give all the information, you want to keep the city, state. You don't have to put postal code or address, but you can actually download your resume and it'll actually download a resume for you, which is pretty cool, right? So let's see. So overall, career coach is actually a pretty interesting, tool. I feel that a lot of students don't know what they want to do, right? They want to be, they want, you know, they might think that maybe for some reason that, they're unclear, or they might have had, maybe they're interested in something, but they're not sure that that's the path for them. I always suggest them to come and talk to one of us. We're located in all three campuses. We are able to help you find those career paths. We're able to do the research with you. We're able to help you with once you're ready and, you found your career path, we help you with resumes. We help you finite those skills, those soft skills. We do mock interviewing skills. We do, you name it, we'll do it. So yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
do you have any
I want to make
questions
sure
for
that
me?
our students are definitely utilizing your resources. They're completely free for y'all, or for our students to reach out and utilize. Later on down in the semester, they will be having to require to be submitting a resume. So utilizing that tool as well. Last week's assignment was on soft skills, so I'm glad that that's reiterated so that our students truly understand the importance of those hard skills versus soft skills.
And then I'd like to now share a little bit of those resources online. So if you don't mind me sharing a little bit
Yes,
of how you
please.
can really, kind of find out. Okay, let's share my screen. Sorry. Here we go. So, okay, once we've done it all, right, we're ready to go. Let's go next. So we're going to go right here to what I love. So there's a lot of resources out there, but this is the one that I find that's really interesting and easy to use for students, right? So here in this case, I already typed in welders, right? So this is called My Next Move, right? So it's kind of like, kind of gives you an outline of what type of education, right? So say that you haven't had a chance and, you know, you're just interested in that field. Okay. So then I suggest everybody, go onto this website if you're interested in any type of program at, industrial side, skills and trades. Yeah, come and find out. So here I typed in welders, right? So it gives you, it's a pretty easy. So if I type in welders, then I click right here, this little arrow. There we go. So it gives me a whole list of types of welders, right? So in this case, let's find sheet metal workers, right? So let's click on there. So what I love about this is that you can print it and share it, right? But it also gives you an overview. What do they do? You know what I mean? And that is so important because, I always tell everyone that if you're going to do a job, you want to know a little bit about it. If you don't have that opportunity to talk to somebody in that field, why not, right? So like here, it kind of gives you, they fabricate, they assemble, they install, repair, right? On the job, you would maintain equipment. It kind of gives you an overall view. What type of knowledge? Engineering and technology, mechanical, building and construction, math and science. You know what I mean? This is the knowledge and skills that they're looking for. And of course, everybody wants to be a boss. So there you go. A little bit of business management. So there you go. Basic skills that they're looking for in these fields that keep track of how well people and or groups are doing in order to make improvements, right? Reading, work-related information, problem solving, and of course the abilities. They're looking for hand and finger use, right? Keep being able to hold and move items from hand to hand, keep your arms. So it kind of gives you an overall view. Of course, math is very important, right? And then personality. This is the type of personality, those go-getters, right? Those people that are work really well with others that can collaborate and, team players. Type of technologies you might encounter, computer aided design, CCAD software, of course, so kind of gives you an insight. Now, in this case, kind of education. What kind of education would I need? You can find in here, right? But this one I love right here. So it kind of gives you a job outlook in your region, right? So I want to know how much would a welder, that talk, I always tell everybody, know your worth, right? So this is a great opportunity so that when you're going to the interview, well, how much, are you willing to take? Well, now you have all the data, right? So this is great. So I can go here, local, and then type in my zip code. So 78405 is our zip code here on our Windward campus. So boom. So I love it because it gives you an overview. So this is the annual salary in that field, right? So let me put us down. So right here, you'll see the median is 10% of workers in Corpus Christi area is 45,990. I mean, the 10% of new workers, right? The entry level. The median is 63,470. And then, of course, those top earners at 80,000. In Texas in general, this is what you're looking at. And say that I don't, well, what does that mean, right? What is that annual? How does it break it down? It actually breaks it down for you, which I love. So this is what hourly, this is what you're looking at hourly. It kind of gives you that, you know, that capability of being able to answer that entry level wage, right? So, you know, if I'm in between here in my entry level wage, I'm pretty good. I'm doing good, you know? Um, it kind of gives you in Corpus Christi in Texas, it actually breaks it down as well. And then it kind of gives you like in by city, right? So you're looking literally by city, how much you can make. So let's go back to the annual. You can go down, boom, and then it'll do it the same way by annual. You know what I mean? So I love this. And then you can use this as a reference point, right? So when we're talking to those employers, when we, you know, and they ask us those critical questions that we're like unsure how to answer, well, this, you know, is a great opportunity for your students to, you know, possibly, you know, look into it, you know, in their field. What am I going to make? How much am I going to make? It's a great opportunity for them to like, you know, be informed, right? Because we all want to be informed. We all want to, you know, I always tell everyone, the more we know, the better, right? And it's,
Exactly. That's what I'm
yes, ma'am.
always trying to make sure that our students understand is just empowering them with the knowledge
Yes.
so that they can make the best informed decision for their own benefit, for their own future. So I love that. I love giving them that information to empower them to see, is it beneficial for me to go to Beaumont or, somewhere else outside of Texas? So I love that that resource can definitely help them see that and see what their skill that they have just earned a certificate or a degree in and how far that can take them. So I love that. Thank you for sharing that with them.
Yes, yes. And I would suggest everyone, if they don't have a resume, also we do have a resume starter. They can always email. You know, I'll share my email with, yeah, with you, and that you can share with your students. And we have a resume starter that we can get them started. And what I tell all of the students is it's nice to have different eyes, different set of eyes to look at it. And then, of course, my biggest thing for everyone is to practice questions, right? Because we all have, there's kind of like, um, when you come into my office, it's a safe space. I'd rather you make a mistake with me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And those conversations and those mock interviews, they're really helpful. You know what I mean? So make sure you make an appointment. I'm really excited to help all your students. I think they'll be successful, and all these tools that you're teaching, it's just amazing. You know what I mean? I love it because
Yes.
it's very helpful. You know what I mean? They'll be very successful if they, you know, if they incorporate this as part of, you know, going out there into the workforce, you know, in the workforce. I used to work for Texas Workforce, so I know.
And I tell our students that I'm hoping to teach you lessons that go beyond the classroom, right? That's going to help them be more successful, not just in the class, but in life. So I really appreciate you taking the time with our students today. I know that this video is going to be very insightful for them. I plan to share it with some of our counselors too in the area because I feel like they need to figure out how to utilize more of our resources here at Del Mar, and what a great resource career development is at Del Mar College. So
Yes, ma'am.
thank you for your work. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
time. And I will keep encouraging my students to reach out to all the amazing resources you have to offer.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Miss Monty. I appreciate
Bye.
you for taking the time.
Yes,
Bye.
ma'am. Bye.